One of the most confusing region in Nigeria is the northern region or northern part of the country. Why are they so confused? They are confused in the sense that they like political powers, they like to hold power, but they don't have anything to do with political power. Nigeria military declared curfew in Borno town after suicide bombing claimed 6 lives. This is a new phenomenon that has returned to the northern part of the country, that insecurity is now the talk of the day. I used to tell people that you having a political office has nothing to do with developing your people. Even though you sent a dog to become a House of Rep member, that does not make him to become a human being. You sent a rat to become a president or vice president or any office, and giving an example, that does not make that person to change. Ballot does not change person. Rigging does not change person. Borno State has been the talk of insecurity in Nigeria right from time. And what is happening recently now is alarming. You know, the other day, Israel started recruiting Borno people. You know, so many news about insecurity, kidnapping, IDPs, and so on and so forth. So the return of these suicide bombers is something that is terrifying. So if government don't take care of it, I believe these people from this region, they will regret ever having politicians who don't listen to them, who don't help them, who makes them feel that other regions are their enemy. They leave what they are supposed to do for their people. They started teaching their people how to hate other regions, why they should not allow other regions to rule them. Now, your regions is leading you, your tribe is leading you. We have Muslim ticket in the presidency. What is the benefit now? Anyway, this article is from Shara Reporters, and it reads, the Nigerian military has declared curfew in the Gwoza area of Borno State after a suicide bombing at a wedding claimed 6 lives and injured several other persons. One of the most disgraceful things about insecurity in Nigeria is suicide bombing. If you understand what a suicide bomber or suicide bombing is, you are going to cry for this nation, Nigeria. During Goodluck Jonathan, people sponsor suicide bombers to make sure they destabilize the church. They will go to church, they will detonate bombs. You know, it will affect everybody. This was the strategies they used to make sure that they discredit Goodluck Jonathan and remove him out of office. Long time ago, Jonathan has left office. What are we seeing today now? This is a very regrettable something. Now, Shara Reporter had reported that the bomb attack occurred in Mararamba, Gwoza town. It had been reported that the bomber, who was later identified as a young woman in her early 20s, detonated her explosive device in the middle of the gathering, causing chaos and destruction. What will make a young girl who is under 20 years to embark on this journey? This is the process of brainwashing people, promising them heaven through religion. You know, in some of my videos, I talk about religion, why religion is evil, why religion is not good at all, why religion is not helping Nigerians. Nigeria is the #2 most prayerful country in the world. Number 1 to 10 prayerful country in the world. They are being sieged by insecurity, violence, hunger. It's an indication for us to understand that there are some things we are not getting right. Meanwhile, Yusuf Lawan, the Borno State Commissioner of Police, confirmed the incident. Similarly, another bomber who disguised as a mourner has detonated another explosive device in Gwoza local government as the people were preparing for the funeral of the victims killed in an attack a few hours ago. You understand what this thing means? So, when this explosive device happened at the wedding ceremony, after people started preparing to mourn people who died in that scene, then another suicide bomber occurred while they are preparing to mourn those people. Is this an indication to confirm what Iswap said before, that they are going to secede from Nigeria this year when they started recruiting Borno citizens? And up to now, Nigeria Army have not come out to give speech. They have not come out to address the nation about it. They are busy doing another thing. They are busy being adamant to releasing Nnamdi Kanu. They are busy being adamant in tackling the insecurity where it matters most. I don't know their priority, but all I know that the priority of the government is supposed to be the protection of lives and property. And when this is not done, the life of the people is in danger. Well, I want Nigerians to advise themselves, because so many Nigerians deserve what is going on in Nigeria. Why do you keep on clapping for your politicians who are killing you? Why do you keep on, clapping, praising and supporting your politicians who don't mean well for you? Why do you keep on supporting politicians who will not even care about your life, even though you are being killed? They don't bother about your security and so on and so forth. Anyway, hard time is going to teach us lesson, and we are going to learn in a hard way. Now, the article continues. He noted that the victims, who were all civilians, were gathered to pay their respect to the deceased when the attack occurred. At least one additional person died, while 16 others were injured and rushed to the hospital. Meanwhile, a curfew has been announced in Goza by the military to enable them to sensitize the town from any further threats. So that is what is going on in Shetima stronghold. Borno State is the vice president state, and this state have had, the bad news of insecurity because one of their former governor, Alemodu Sherif, was indicted of funding terrorism, of a forming Boko Haram member, of which the indictment happens to be true. It's a fact. And another thing is that the current Vice President Kashim Shettima has been indicted of associating with terrorists and also sponsoring them. So this issue going on in Nigeria right now is an issue that will not end now. Sultan of Sokoto, last week in a security summit by the Northern Political Force, he said that the banditry or insecurity in the northern part of the country will not end now. That if at all Nigeria have solution to it, that is going to be like 20 years and above. So it's going to take decades to solve. So my question to Nigeria is, what is the problem? Do we still want to remain in pretense that we are in one country while allowing our politicians to do whatever they like to do against us? Anyway, another side of the story is that Nigerians has been warned beforehand. Everything happening today, we were told. We were told by Nnamdi Kanu that all these things are going to happen. There are so many things the man said that make people to hate him, that is even making him not to have come out from the detention, because people see him as a threat. People see him as someone who speaks and causes tension. People see him as someone who is a threat to their political dynasty, because anytime he speaks, he convinces people of seeing the need to call politicians thief, seeing the need to hate politicians who are not performing well. So, with all these things going on, man, let me know what you think.
God is very important. Who started the Boko Haram crisis in Borno State? A governor, Muhammadu Ali Sharif, addressed the press 2 days ago and attempted to insult the collective intelligence and memory of Nigerians by denying any links with the dangerous, dreaded Boko Haram sect. I did reply him yesterday, and I'm expecting him to sue me, because he said he wanted to sue an Australian. You don't need to go to Australia. What you are looking for in Sokoto is in the pocket of your Sokoto. I'm ready to join issues with him, because not only did he sponsor that organization by providing funds for them, in 2003, he had a deal with the Boko Haram sect to get him to win the election. And if he won his re-election, he will compensate the organization. When he won that election, he appointed Alhaji Bugu Foy as the Commissioner for Religious Affairs to implement Sharia in that state. When the man attended the first Executive Council meeting, he discovered that they were all talking about contracts and how to steal money. So he went back to the camp, the Boko Haram camp, and said, where you send me to is Gida Barawi, the house of thieves. I can no longer be part of them. So he was asked to resign, and that was how Foy resigned from the government of Mutu Sharif. So to say that you don't know them is the greatest lie. I was just reminded this morning by somebody from Borno State that something was missing in my press statement. That in 2013, 2012, October 10, Alhaji Mudu Sharif was arrested in Cameroon on grounds of his Boko Haram connection. But the government here pleaded with the Cameroonian authorities to release him, because he's a big man here. He cannot be arrested. But 2 weeks ago, a special envoy of President Goodluck Jonathan, Reverend Stephen Singh Davis, told the whole world that Alhaji Sharif, the former chief of army staff, Ian Jerika, and some senior officials of the Central Bank of Nigeria have been funding the Boko Haram sect. Up till now, the government has not reacted. to this very important information. So when you are looking for the sponsors of Boko Haram, I think we now know where they are. But what is very disturbing is the fact that currently Nigerian soldiers are refusing to fight. A part of Nigeria has been annexed by the Boko Haram sect, and they have named the place the Caliphate Republic. As of this morning, not less than 10,000 Nigerians are in Cameroon as refugees. They've left their homes, and we want to warn both the APC and the PDP, the two ruling parties in Nigeria, dominant parties, to stop politicizing the Boko Haram menace. What is required on the part of all of us is to unite and fight this dangerous phenomenon. But to start pointing accusing fingers because a former member of the APC has now moved to the PDP where he rightly belongs. When he was with you, he was not a Boko Haram sponsor. Now that he has left back, he's gone back to PDP, he has suddenly become a sponsor of Boko Haram.